frustrating is that, Brad? Because you threw everything at them and at times you looked like you were that ready to crack them open too.
Yeah, we came out with the mindset to really attack them and to do that the right way, not to roll the dice, but to really play total football. And I take my hat off. It's the first time that defence has played together, and I thought they did a terrific job playing our system against theirs. And I think it held up pretty well, but it's incredibly frustrating because we put ourselves in a winning position. I thought we did enough, to win the game. We, again, it's twice in a row against Hawthorn that we've won the inside 50 count. But we're not going to be the side we want to be unless we are more focused on playing our way for the entire game. And there are times today where we went away from what makes us a good side, and you end up with the result. So in the short term, it's incredibly frustrating. The bigger picture is really exciting, but who wants to wait for the bigger picture in a few years' time? You want it now. And I thought we put ourselves in a position today to beat probably the best side in the comp and couldn't capitalise.
Those turnovers in the third quarter pretty costly, didn't
they? Yeah, they did, and I think that at the end of the day, Franklin kicked 5 and Roughhead kicked 4, so but never at any stage were we concerned about either of them. I thought Farida and Delaney did terrific jobs, but they were the recipients of some turnovers, and they got on the end of them. I mean, we weren't concerned about Franklin at any point, so but we left Spud hanging out to dry on a couple of occasions, and Spud put himself in the position to defend well, and Franklin got rid of him and got a couple of easy goals, which is disappointing for us.
Was your motivation today that you still may be alive, given the uncertainty of the Essendon situation?
Never at any point this year have we, contrary to popular belief, we don't study the ladder. I'm sick of reading about Essendon. I'm sure everyone is. I don't. The disappointing thing is you stop listening, you stop reading, because it's just goes on and on and on. We're just all sick of it. So I just focus on our team and what we've got to do. So the percentage motivation for what's happening with Essendon and potentially playing finals because of their misfortune was zero. We focus on us.
Where did you see the game changing in the second half?
I think, look, they're a really good side. So, I mean, they're always going to do things that good sides do. But I think what they're exceptional at is punishing your mistakes. And we made the play. We came out to, with the focus on making the play and attacking them. But when we made some critical errors, they capitalised and scored going back the other way. So, but I thought that, look, Luke Hodge twice in a row, he's a super player. Whether it's in the midfield or back, and we know he can kick goals when he goes forward. So he was obviously really important. We did a great job of picking him out for a period there in the third quarter. But, that's not to say he doesn't put himself in the right spot either. So I thought his influence was really important in the third.
Have you seen Daniel Wells play better than the last month or so?
No, he's playing, well, the thing is that there are very few players in the competition who can do what he does. But I think that he would be the first to acknowledge he's getting great support. And he's not, people who perhaps don't analyse footy well enough have said in the past that, he doesn't do it often enough and, he should do it all the time. Well, when everything's being left, he's the one who's got to break the game open. The opposition are going to put a lot of time into him. But the great thing about our side at the moment is, we're seeing Jack Zeeble and Ben Cunnington have really influential games today. Andrew Swallow wasn't there, but Cunnington, Zeeble, Greenwood, Bastanak, Jacobs, that's what you need to be a good side. You need that midfield depth, and if the opposition go after one of your players, then another one just steps into the void.
Brad, speaking of Jacobs, he had 24 points up, he's dragged off the ball, could have been going 30 points up, they scored down the other end, and Buddy scores again off the push. Those two decisions really cost you a lot in that second term, not getting you in trouble.
What do you do? It's sport, isn't it? I mean, a lot of things going through your head, that how can those decisions be made? But as a coach, you've got to. I mean, I was as frustrated as any North supporter at the time, but you've got to get back in the game as quickly as possible, and that's what players have got to do too. So that's sport. You win some, you lose some. We had some decisions fall our way today. They had some fall their way. To be a good side, you should never look at umpiring decisions costing you games.
Robbie Tarrant copped a pretty heavy knock. How's he?
No, he was fine. It was more of it was a 100% tactical sub. They needed some time to assess him, and I just said, well, don't worry about it. We want some fresh legs anyway, so we took a bit of a risk and injected our sub early. But he should be fine.
The AFL Commission's expected to make a ruling, I think, on the interchange cap tomorrow. Is there any number you'd like to say?
No, I don't know. I mean, it's an arbitrary number, isn't it? There's no science to back it up whatsoever. So they're gonna select a number based on not much at all. So I've said for a long time, I don't really care what it is. If it's 80, 100, 120, 140, 500, it doesn't worry us. Just tell us as soon as possible and we'll work to it.
And your preference would be no number at all?
No, I really strongly believe on this one that the laws of the game committee are put in place to advise the commission on rule changes, and coaches should be asked if they make a change, how will that affect the way the game's played, but the coaches shouldn't be pushing one way or the other. They just should be commenting on the way they see the game going if a rule change is made.
Brad, depending on if Carlton lose the next two, there is still a potential of making finals if Essendon does basically gets kicked out. Are you playing well enough to sort of make an impact in finals?
That's for others to judge. I think that we'll put all our energies now into Collingwood and nothing else. So I was speaking figuratively when I said we will fight and bite and scratch for everything, because that's just the way, that's the North way. So we'll attack Collingwood with everything we've got next week, and what will be will be.
And Lee Adams just didn't quite come up with that.
He was close. He had a fitness test prior to training yesterday, and it wasn't good enough. So look, he's a really important part of our side. We would have loved to have had him out there, but we needed 22 fit players against Hawthorn, and so he wasn't quite right, but fingers crossed for next week.
Thanks, guys.
On Monday night, though, the Commission slams the door shut, Essendon stay in the finals. Does that change how you play next week, though, in terms of blowing a few more boards or anything?
No. I think my philosophy is pretty strong on that. I mean, we've got players. Daniel Curryboyle reports played today and was fantastic, so he continues to push his case. And I think, but anyone we select in our team next week will be picked based on performance.
Thanks all.